update. That's what I want to know. Do we got a September the 24th update? I have been up in that. Well, let me tell you what I did. I watched the moon fall. My husband went to visit his parents for the day. I said, put the moon fall on the whatever HBO thing, and I'm going to sit and watch it. He goes, in the morning time? I said, yeah. I'm going to sit there and watch it. So I watched the moon fall. So that took a couple of my hours. So that was like 12 something. So I've been up in my she shed after that around 12:30, redoing this twin size bed. Hello there, Applebrooks, honey. Redoing the twin size bed because the bed rails were like 74 inches long, and the mattress to it was only 64 inches or 60 something, 68. So I had to cut those 2x6 rails down. And then the bed up there that I got it on the marketplace. It's a really nice bed. The width of it was like 3 inches too long because I had like a gap like this on both sides. So I had to cut the slats for that. It had a great big old long iron, you know, those, I don't know, those that whatever iron, corner iron thing that was to support the slats. I thought, no, that's too heavy. Might use that for something else. So I had some 1x1.5s up there left over from when the house was built back in 2000 something. I thought I'm going to make those on the bottom because they're that width that I need. So I had to cut those to put on the edge of that, you all. So then I thought this thing was held together by screws. I thought, no, I'm going to put some bolts in it because I bought some corners, some real thick, you know, corner bracket. But I had to put it in the screws first. And then I had to go run to the Menards to get a 3/8 inch bolt that would barely extend out past the 2x6, you all. So I stopped doing that. But then in the meantime, in between that, you all, I want a September up the 24th update. But I'll tell you what I've been doing because I hadn't looked at the news. And then I had this electrical outlet that I had put onto the floor by the baseboard. I couldn't push the bed up against the wall, so I had to turn off the power, cut that, and rewire it so it's up on the wall a little higher so I could push that bed back. I've been busy. I just now stopped, you all. I really have. So we got a September the 24th update? That's right. I left my mess up there in the shed. My husband goes, Gina, you got that bed done yet? I said, yeah, I do. I got the brackets on. I got the bolts on with the nuts and the washer. And I put the box spring on. I said I left it all for tomorrow. Every bit of it. Y'all got a mess up there and I don't care. I really don't care. That's right. Yes, we can do it. We can do it, you all. I turned on this light because I thought maybe the mosquitoes are going to be out there. My husband said, turn on that mosquito thing. I said, but I walk around. So if I walk around, you all, the mosquitoes won't get me. If they do, I'm going to smack them. I'm going to smack them. That's right. El Kim launched a missile an hour or so ago. Thank you. Last one, 207. You all, we're going to get September 24th updates because this September the 24th, is it past 6 o'clock? If so, this is the evening of September the 24th, you all. That's right. I feel so good when I'm able to work with my hands like I love to do. I do. I love to build. I just like to piddle around, do all kinds of stuff. That makes me happy. It makes me just as happy as dancing, you all. It really does. Especially when you got your product comes out the way you want it. That's right. September the 24th, no biggie. Well, some people's bank accounts did get hacked into. And you know what's really strange? This phone, I got to sit to not do no automatic updates. It must have did something. Because when I turn the screen off, you know how you push that cell phone? It's got the black screen now, a black screen with the number, with the time on it. That's all it's got. You all, come on, we got to have it. The 25th now in London. Somebody said, well, there is a rumor going around. You all, I heard a rumor. I saw a text message that flew into my phone. And it was by a Steve Quayle. I don't listen to him. I don't know who he is. I've heard of his name a lot of times. I've heard of him being, you know, a hearsay and stuff. They said, I think he said that Ping is in house arrest and the military is taking over. I don't know about that, you all. That's no. Have you heard that? I did hear that because I looked at my phone before I came on here. That's right. Ping and house arrest. No, I don't think so. I really don't know where these rumors originate. You all hit that like button. It's when the Freemasons select a ruler in Switzerland. Ebb and flow, mostly flow, yo. You heard it was a rumor. That's right, you all. There's lots of rumors, and the rumors are the hearsay. You hear somebody say something. I'd like to come up with a term for when you read and see, because people read a lot of stuff, and you don't hear it, you just read it. That's right. Um, Discernment, you all. That's right, because if you base your life on all of these hearsays, like the Y2K, when they said the world was going to end, then the computers wouldn't be able to do their thing. Well, I stored up a lot of jugs of water. I did. That was the worst of it. A lot of jugs of water. That's right. Hello. Um, that's right. There was something else. There's something else, you all. Somebody said, they tell you the date of September the 24th, but what you got to look out for is the 26th through the 28th now. So I don't know what's happening. Oh, the 26th, that's when that DART mission comes, isn't it, with the asteroid? Is that what that's about? Hello there in Texas. Oh, yes. Prayers, Amy from Canada. Billy Beans got it from Scott Ritter. I don't know, have never ever heard of those, but thank you all. You all can share if you've heard anything going around. This is your September the 24th update of hearsay around the social media rumor mills. Really, it is, because there's lots of social media sites. Even the sites that people say, well, I'm going to go to this because I'm not monitored. You're monitored every single where you go. You are. It doesn't matter if they think, well, they're not going to track me over here. Oh, they're going to track you. They're going to track you, you all. But that's okay. You can go there if you feel safer there. You really can. That's right. You can. Oh, Scott Ritter is awesome. You want to celebrate the Feast of the Trumpets this year, and you'll be dancing tomorrow. I think that's wonderful to dance. It really is, especially if you're dancing from your heart. It's really wonderful. Did you got a September the 24th update? That's right. Oh my goodness. Oh, you heard about something else. Oh, I see about that in Vermont, you all. Feast of the Tabernacles right now. It's a little cold. You all hit that like button. We still have the 29th of the Vatican. All the gold and all the money come to the Vatican by the 29th. And then, oh, I don't know what else is there out there that's circulating. Those were that is the big one right there. And somebody said that that's not true about the Vatican issuing that edict or whatever it was, you all, but that is true. I searched that myself. I went on all the Catholic sites, the official Catholic websites that I could find that were referring to the Roman Catholic Church, and I saw it myself. I didn't listen to just the hearsay, you all. People do investigate, and it's okay. That's right, you all. Do the hokey pokey. And you turn. I never knew how to do that in skating rink when we were allowed to go to the skating rink. I did get to go probably around 8 times when I was younger. My mom let us go to the skating rink because it cost money and we didn't have money. Our friend invited us. So yeah, I don't know how to do that. I still don't. But when I did get to go, I loved to go around that ring as fast as I could, you all. I would skate backwards as fast as I could. It was so much fun. That's right. That's right, you all. The Feast of the Trumpets. Lorna B, honey, you ain't late. You arrived exactly when you were meant to arrive. That's right, you all. We're looking for a September the 24th update, because September the 24th now is the evening hours where I'm at. But if you're on the West Coast, I don't know if it's the evening hours for you right now. I really don't. Does this signal cut out when I go too far that way? Oh, you up? I came out here so I could show the porch, and I'm too busy talking. That's not very nice. I apologize, you all, because the colors look really pretty. Look, the trees are trying to change their colors already. They are. Yes. You've been studying false prophets and the feasts of trumpets and the numbers correlating with this. Yolanda, honey. Yeah, it is pretty. I love the colors. I didn't know if I was going to like them, but I decided I liked them. And then I found these rugs. Actually, I would have a rug setting in front of my chair. Pretty soon, the porch will be full of firewood. Since the cold weather is here, you all, I'm getting my I don't know, inside the stove damper. It's warped, so it's at a welding shop getting fixed because it's like a discontinued stove. So that's probably get here next week. But I thought it's okay because we've been cold before. And we can just put on extra clothes, just like everybody else. You all, have we looking for a September? Yes. T, honey, what have you done? You baked a cake for the 25th with written on it, looks like we made it. That's really cool, T. That really is. You made a cake with a slice on it, with a writing on it. I didn't know you were a baker. A lot of people were bakers. I don't like to bake. I like to cook. I think I used to like to bake when my kids were younger. I did. But I'm really not that much of a baker. What if the hokey pokey is it's all about? That's a thought to ponder. It really is, you all. Fall is starting. Massive, UK, massive, God bless. Thank you. Massive, God bless. Mama, you made a brownies. No, my husband made brownies yesterday. Oh, Michelle, honey, yes, I did. I remember being on here. I made the brownies, and we even looked in the oven a couple times, and when they were done, I cut it and ate it. I ate a bite of it. Yes, I did. Andy's Sculptures. Hello. Yes, that's right. I can bake if I want to. I can. Really, anybody can do. Even if you have to follow directions. But I really do like to follow directions at times. Yes. So we're wondering about September the 24th. Did anything go on other than Kim Jong-il launched a rocket, launched something in the sky, and showed manpower. It's like a, what's that powder puff girls or whatever? Oh no, that's Puppy Power, Scooby-Doo. I don't know, the Powerpuff Girls or something, you all. Yeah, all of that. That's right. Am I breaking up? That's what they said when it said Steve Austin, astronaut, a man barely alive. Oh, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability of making the world's first bionic man. Steve Austin will be that man. Aww. Isn't that a beautiful bird? I don't know what it is. I really don't. Um, um, does anyone know what type of bird that is? Um, is it a mockingbird? No, that's not a squirrel. That's a bird. A female cardinal. It's singing us a song. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So no, it's not a Fleming. I don't know what it is, you all, but we're trying to figure out. Do we got a September the 24th update? Did the world end? Was there an apocalypse? The only apocalypse I saw today was this morning when moonfall, when the moon got out of its orbit. That's right, because the AI thing, the intelligent life form, it really is mind-boggling how they make the movies that they make you all. Oh, uh, I saw these lights and I thought, oh my gosh, you all look at that moon shining on these lights or the sun. But the sun used to have a yellow hue to it like that. It doesn't anymore. It doesn't. Heading for Beijing. What's heading for Beijing, you all? Is something heading for Beijing? September 24th, you got a update? Yeah. Wheels in the sky keep on turning. You know what was really interesting about that moonfall? It had those bands around it. I don't know what you would call it and stuff like that. It's a happy bird, and what if we all could be happy like the birds? That would be a whippoorwill. It probably is. You know, they got an app that you can download. My husband has. And I think there's like 17 different birds out here, you all. So nothing happened. The world did not end. There was apocalyptic scenario on the moonfall that I watched today. I liked the movie. I did. Would I watch it again? I don't know. I don't know. But it was very interesting. It really was. And it reminded me of If Aliens Invaded the Earth. That was shared by the Science Channel. If you hadn't never seen it. If aliens invaded the Earth, it kind of resembled that black thing that could organize itself. It looked like the ship on If Aliens Invaded the Earth. It's a documentary or something on the Science Channel. Um, and I'm thinking, well, why did you get something that looked like that? That's what I thought to myself. Yes, you are. You come in peace. Um, grace and gift. Is that true? The Pope is stepping down. Is that what happened today? Is it? Is the Pope stepping down? Ooh. I am at my home, is where I'm at. I've just stepped out on the porch for the evening. Normally, I don't want to come out here in the evening because the mosquitoes love this time of day. But I've been inside my she shed all day long, and I haven't been on the YouTube at all, except early this morning. So I've come on here for an update. You can't do mainstream science. That's right, you all. Well, I can't look in the eastern sky because the tree lines cover the eastern sky where I'm at. I don't have look how big that quince fruit is right there. You can use it for pectin. Yes, is a quail. You can't check your Bank of America. One of the 9 got shut. Something got shut down. Yeah, you all, let me see. Was there something I used to really bad things? You was around. You're in Indiana and the world just ended. We're fine here. uh, Michelle, honey, your mama had I fixed me an egg sandwich, a fried egg sandwich this morning with some cheese. That's what I ate before I watched that Moonfall movie. And then for lunch, what did I do? I had a handful of goldfish, cheddar goldfish, because I don't like to really eat much when I'm working. I had that. Oh, there was one slice of pizza. I had that too. So that's what I had. Yeah, that's it. That's right, you all. Spaghetti sounds really wonderful. Wunderberg. Yes, hast du Kinderzucker? Um, yes. So you all, September the 24th, that, no, you all, we fend for ourselves at times, and that's okay. Sometimes I just want to eat a ramen noodle. I do, just eat something really simple. That's right, you all. I don't really like to eat a lot of cheese. I'm not a cheese person. If I eat cheese, it's going to be cheddar. And it's only going to be maybe on a sandwich. Maybe I'll do some whatever slices, but I am not a cheese person at all. Oh, I can't do it. You all been making me put weight on my body. And I'm trying to lose this right there, trying to lose that stomach. But I'm not doing a good job. That's right. You watched Moonfall last night, and it was a great movie, very realistic. But what's funny is that those things don't used to be realistic in life. That's right, you all. Smoke a go. Oh, that sounds like cheese, tall oaks, smoked something. It really does. You are a ramen person. Yeah, it tastes pretty good. It does with some chicken ramen. That's right. So you all listen. Oh yeah, the porch is really pretty. It is. I'm sorry, you all. It's not. I don't mean to have it on me the whole time. I don't. I just like to walk back and forth because it is peaceful, and I like this wind chime. This is a cathedral. This is a cathedral bell, a wind chime. So there are no updates, you all. The world did not end. We have survived it. So far, we have. We survived it. If there's something that happened, then it happened behind the scenes. Maybe there was a great big advance for technology that happened behind the scenes too. Just perhaps, you all. Yeah, the wind chimes are pretty. This is my favorite one. Only because this one will chime all by itself without any, whoa, without any wind at all. Without any wind. China is okay. Bob, you heard that there was a China military coup. How could there be a China military coup? I heard, no, I did not hear. I read a text message that asked me if I heard that. I looked at a text message right before I came on here. So that I heard a hearsay. So I don't know if there is any validity to it, but you know, it's really good to keep abreast of what is being said. It really is, because you never know what might be. It's a rumor at the moment. That's right. Until it manifests into the real world. That's right, you all. There is propaganda everywhere. Somebody had a propaganda machine years and years and years ago. What's in my sky? Oh, that's my light. I thought, is that the sun? Is that the moon behind the trees? That's the light, you all. There was a person who had a propaganda machine back in history. He wasn't very nice to humanity at all. That's right, you all. And propaganda is really, it's like somebody's really got that ramped up. They really do, the propaganda machine. But that's okay in the big scope of life, you all. As long as we're able to still connect, that's the most important thing. We're still able to connect, and we're able to distinguish what's real and what isn't. If it vibes with our spirits, that's great. But if it don't, well, that's great too. That way you have discernment, you all. Let me see what's happening right here. Hello, everyone. Also, there is, Mr. Slaps, there is information in propaganda. A lot of information. And sometimes some propaganda that's meant to sound so far out there. What if that so far out there propaganda was actually the truth? Really, what if it was? And we're so used to being bombarded with propaganda, we don't recognize the truth if it does come out, because we think, oh, well, it's just some more propaganda. So yeah, that's right. Wow, prophecies are unraveling. Along with discernment, God is in control. Love you too. That's right, you all. No fights in Russia. Isn't that wonderful? Now, what was it that happened? Something about Pearl Harbor or something? Or was it the Vietnam War? Or what was something like this? Something was already going on, and they waited how long before they told the people? Now, that thing happened. I don't know what it was, but it was some type of a war event. They waited before they told the people that something was going down. Why? Because they had control of information. They did not disseminate the information right then and there. They waited. They waited, you all. That's right. How's it only one like? We got 390 thumbs up. If somebody gives it a lot, now we got to 393. So yeah, we don't got just one. Did you all find out which one it was? That's right, Dennis. The angels are here. Well, where there's angels, there's also, well, I don't want to say the other part of it, you all. I don't. But this sky over here, it has a pinkish hue to it. Can you see it? If I do my phone, if I tilt my phone the right way, you'll be able to see the pinkish hue, but you have to get it at a certain angle. You have to be able to get it at a certain angle to see the pinkish hue, and I don't know how to get at that angle right there. SpaceX Falcon, our successful launch. Yes. Oh my goodness, Jimmy Joppa, honey, you gotta be careful with that. That's right, you are. So there is over top of that, you can see the reddish like hue, but you all, we got a white sky. The sky is completely white where I'm at. But yet there's mosquitoes are flying around. What is this? A space launching Michigan here. You can't run out of ice cream. You'll run out of ice cream if your ice cream melts if the power goes out. You'll be drinking some milk. Yes, we will make a wish. I would wish for a world where love reigned. I really would. If I had one wish, love would reign on the face of the earth. Because if you got love reigning, you got everything that goes with it, all the byproducts of love. That would be my wish. That's right, everybody enjoys the love because it's all within them. That's right. Oh, yes, Illinois here. LW, shalom, Mindy, honey. We will make that wish come true. That's right. That's right. We can. If a lot of people did, they probably could turn the tide. They really could. If the majority of Earth, like 90% of the Earth inhabitants, if they could get their frequency up, they literally could turn the tide on the darkness, because the light would literally blast through them is what it would do. You all completely blast through it. What is good? Let's see, Austin. Well, we survived. We did not die. The apocalypse did not come. Doomsday did not come. However, there are a few hours remaining on September 24th where I'm at. There is a few hours remaining. I want to see if I could get that hue in the sky. A few hours is remaining. That's right. Yeah. The world ended in 2012. I've heard that before, that it ended, and then what happened? So is this really, truly, is somebody or something, is this really 2012? Is it really? You're welcome, Austin. This is Armageddon. Well, we better be ready for battle. We better really be ready right inside of here, you all. Big time right here. And ever alert. And always, don't be doing nothing. Okay, really try to keep yourself busy in a good way, really. David, somebody would say that we are, because they may feel like their life is a living, you know what. They would. September the 26th is day one of a new Eden. I've never heard of that. I see that you've got September the 26th as your YouTube name. That's really interesting. I've not heard of that. So September the 26th, that's a few days away, you all. We got to keep track of all of these dates. If something pans out or if it doesn't pan out, okay? If it's going to, well, I'd want to know ahead of time. I really would. Michelle, honey, you became a dragon. Okay, you could be a dragon. That's right, you sure can. So you all were wondering if there is any update for September the 24th that anyone has heard. There is a hearsay going around that Xi Jinping is under house arrest and the military took over. That's a rumor, or that's a hearsay right now. It has not manifested into reality. And Kim Jong-un launched a missile. I think he launched a missile or something. And a lot of people got their bank accounts hacked into. And, you know, they can't get their money right away because investigations have to occur. So there's lots of things, really. I think there are things going on behind the scenes that we're not going to hear about. And if there was something really terrible, you know, here's what they said. If they said the NIH, the National Institute of Health, when they were speaking about Q and or a black cloud, they will not give any warning. Any warning. They had no plans whatsoever to warn the people. That's what they said, you all. I did a video on that. It's been months ago, but that's what they said. They would not give out any warning if something were coming. They wouldn't tell you. They wouldn't. You would be on your own, and you would have to be having your ears open and your eyes open in order to see if you could hear or see any type of clue that would indicate that something was coming. That's right. Sound like somebody had a blowout on their tire going down that road. Yeah. The NIH on crickets. Crickets in our food. Well, actually, I ate a cricket before. It was years and years ago, probably around 6 or 7 years ago. We ordered some. My daughter ordered some. Some kind of crickets. They had seasoning on them, dried crickets or something, and just see what it tastes like. And it didn't taste like nothing, but I tried it. I did, you all. And I don't want to have to eat insects. I don't. But if I did, I would try to be very creative in doing it. It'd take a whole lot of insects to, you know, give you the protein that you needed. 14444, you all. Yes, it would. So the sky is pretty pink. So what? Lena Manderwatnot. I think if the sky is pretty pink, yeah. If you don't got a problem with it, if you don't see anything wrong with it, then I can see why you'd say, so what? That's right, I could. That's right, you all, we could. You just got back on after you rode 144,000. My whole network went down. Shauna Tucker. Wow. That's wild. Hundreds of vehicles are seen moving to Beijing from all over China. And the circumstances of the transfer of military equipment towards Beijing is still unknown. Cat Honey, is that what you're seeing? You all, in this world that has been turned upside down, there's no way, not even when I started this journey 4 years ago, I'm in my 4th year. I was told it's only going to be 4 years. I'm in my 4th year. Even 4 years ago that any of this would happen, there's no way I could even imagine anything like this happening. And if somebody were to tell me, I don't know what I would do. I would be kind of on pins and needle as the future approached. If I knew ahead of time, or if you knew ahead of time that it was set in stone, everything that had happened, wouldn't you have been on pins and needles? Yeah, but they don't tell you. Well, there are some clues and stuff like that. Anybody got a story? Well, this whole life we're living is like a story. It is. It's a new chapter. It's a new chapter in our life, T. That's right. It is, you all. So it's getting darker out. It's getting dark out early, even though we got a white sky, you all. We do. Um, yeah, it feels like September the 24th to people in the Atlantic, Canada, sending prayers. Wow, that's right, Steve Dean. Red skies at night, shepherd's delight. Red skies in the morning, shepherds take warning, Ode sang. That's right. Yeah. Well, I am going to go because, you know, it's starting to get cold out here. Let's check out this temperature, you all. We can do it. We can look at this. Um, it's the temperature's dropping to 65. It's been really pretty today. Where is this thing? I can't even see where this thing is pointing. Okay, that's the barometric pressure. It's not up on the 29th. And the humidity, it's a little 80, you all. That's right. That's right, you all, it is. Well, champagne is bubbly. And I've had it before, I have. I've had wine before, too. And yeah, I'm not one to drink it and stuff, but I've had it. And that's all right, you all. Some people have a glass of wine with their meals or have a glass of wine every night before they go to bed. That's fine. To each their own, you all. That's right. Sometimes people need a strong drink. They really do, especially if they're going through a very difficult time. Yeah, all of that, you all. But we've made it. We have made it through September the 24th so far. There's still a few hours left in the day. A massive earthquake could occur. We didn't have an asteroid. That was the other thing. A massive asteroid was coming. That's what was coming, a massive asteroid on the 24th. But then you have the DART mission that they were going to fly that something. Let's see, like mosquitoes flying around. They got, don't bite my face. They're going to have the DART mission and it's going to land on an asteroid or a comet. Why are they going to do that? Are they going to meet somebody on that comet? Because they are. That DART mission, they're going to guide it and they're going to steer it away is what they're going to do. That's right. That's right, you all. 4:55 here and a few hours to go. That's right, you all. We can make it. Oh, that's right. Yeah. What? Why is today significant? I don't know. I think it's because some German politician said on September the 24th, everyone will remember where they were. And then somebody sent out Twitter things, or was it TikTok, saying that there was a doomsday prophecy that a big asteroid or something was going to hit the earth and the earth was going to end. That's what it was, you all. It was. And or World War III. And I said, well, why don't we just have an aliens show up in the sky, UFOs showing up in the sky also. But none of that happened, at least that we know of, unless we've jumped on a different timeline, you all. That's right. You caught a UFO a few minutes ago and you just posted it, ADA, recycling. That's right. ADA is the abbreviation for Cardano. The 24th of September, but what region? Timeline. That's right. Don't know. TikTok is dumbing down shown. You know what? I think I might agree with you on that. I really do, because there was something called the dumbing down of, what was the name of it? The dumbing down of America? Was it? Something like that. Really. That's right. The last day on the is today the last day on the Julian calendar? You all, is it? Oh, Queens, okay, 824, 924. Power went out 3 hours today, where you're at. Then back on. Multiple timelines are possible. The Chinese are a good one. where you're brave and you try to help others, you are. That's right. That's right. Boom. Hello there, Aim Rocker. Julian Calendar is the, okay. Oh, um, that's right, you all. Pay attention to your little fur babies. So there are some who say you need to really watch out for the 26th through the 28th. And then, of course, we got the Pope wanting the money bought back to the Vatican on the 29th. So that's really strange. It really is. All the money from around the world and all the gold bought back by the 29th. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how September plays out. We'll see if there's like a black swan event, and that could be a catastrophic event. Also, you all, that could, like, I don't know. But I am going to go because my nose is itching. I'm not going to scratch my nose, okay? So thank you all for coming on, and we have survived it. If something happens before the 24th comes to an end, I'm going to come back on here. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, moderators. No, I got sound. No, I don't want to scratch. Oh, I think it's a mosquito trying to bite my nose. That's right, you all. I am. I love it. No, I don't love it. It's like my nose is itching. That's right. That's right, you all. We gonna go. Oh, that's right, you all. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you all.